So it's another day, we're back in the garage again. So tonight what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another few little bits and pieces back on the bike. First of all, I need to clean these up, little Allen bolts. So I'm going to whack them in the drill, and before you state how wrong this is, I'm fully aware, but let's just hope I don't lose a digit. We'll see. Anyway, so this is a bit of 220, so I'll just run a bit of 220 grit on it, then a bit of Scotch-Brite, and then that'll do. If we're honest, we've probably all done it, so not too much. Just run it under there, over the edge. So this is the closest thing I have to a lathe, so I have to make do with what I've got. There you go. That's better. Just gives it a nice brush finish. Again, you guys won't be able to see that, but you'll have to trust me. So they're not going to rust, they're not going to corrode. We've taken no coatings off them or anything, just cleaned them up. And obviously I'm only just nipping that in there, so there's no thread damage. But yeah. Clearly don't do this at home. Right, we've got them done. They're clean. So these bolts that we've just done are to bolt this back on. So this is my airbox cover. Completely different to, you know, any of the other covers that you can get, like you can get a cover that you put the battery in and run pods, air filter pods. But I wanted to keep the factory airbox, so I wanted to make something a bit different. So yeah, this was just, yeah, see the inside, just made out of metal, look, welded up, and then body worked on the top, and then we've got quite a nice cover. And when it's on, you'll see, but when it's on, the shape of it actually follows the shape of the frame and the tank. So when you look down through the bike, it's all level. So rather than these humpy things that you can get, this basically runs from here all the way back at a nice angle. So yeah, and obviously I could very easily mould that, and although it's metal at the minute, we could make it out of carbon fibre, we could make it out of fiberglass, I could make many out of fiberglass. But yeah, I like it, it's nice. So it's just got the satin finish again, like all the other bits. So I'm gonna whack that on now. So there's the original air filter, new filter in there, look. So it's quite fiddly though, so we have to lay the air filter in the box like that, so that fits snugly in there, and then on the bottom of the airbox housing I've drilled and tapped, and then we bolt it through there, you see. So if I remember rightly, this goes in through this way, like say, a bit fiddly. And I've just glued 4 little rubber blocks on there. And then when that's on, you push this down, and again it seals the air filter in, like the OEM one. So I don't know if you can see that. Let's have a little move around. I think that's a reasonably good shot. Sorry about the wobbles. So you see how this follows the tank underneath? Just looks quite smart, I think. And again, a little bit different. So these are getting a little bit chewed up. So I think I'm probably going to put the nylon collars on the bolts, on them Allen bolts. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll get them collars on, and hopefully this is on for the last time again. And there's the ignition, kind of hidden out of the way. So yeah, we'll get them bits on. So these little nylon washers, if you can see, there you go. These little nylon washers actually came from, I brought some fairing screen bolts off eBay, just aluminium fairing screen bolts with the, you know, the little rubber backs that you put through the put through the fairing, put the bolt in, do the bolt up, and it pulls the rubber. I don't know the correct word for them, but that's what they are, and that's what they do. So yeah, so I think, yeah, they were only a couple of quid, probably about 3 or 4 quid for, I think it was maybe 10 in a pack. So the bolts are not very nice, they're alley, and they're just not got a very nice shape to the head. So I've obviously got the stainless bolts, but I'm going to use these little nylon washers. So yeah, I better put the old goggles on. When I started this bike, I could actually see. Can't see a lot now, not without these on. So there we go. Like I say, I don't know whether I'm overly keen on these nylon washers or not, but I suppose they are there to do a job, aren't they? So yeah, we'll see. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Yeah, we'll probably leave them on. There we go. So we're going to whack this on now. So not a bad exhaust. It's a little bit different to the you know, to the norm. So it comes out the front, under, goes in through there, and up out through there. Well, you'll see, won't you, when we whack it on. But so I am by no means an expert in TIG welding. I basically tacked this up and then just got a mate to weld it up for me. So you know, it's as good as I can get it, really. So yeah, but it's quite an unusual thing. That clicks in there like that, and that kind of goes up and under. So yeah, it's reasonably cute though, I would say. So let's get this on there. I'm probably going to forward you on this, or speed you up as such, because this is this isn't the greatest thing to get in. It's yeah, she's a bit of a flaff. So right then, let's try again. Yeah, I'm not a fan of sparks or electrics. So that goes up under there. I see. That is a little, there you go. So I know I can get on that, so I am gonna crack that up last thing. We'll we'll get the other side on, and we're done. Let's have a look for the other bit. I think I've left that up here actually. Yep, we're gonna have to get the ladder out for that. But yeah, I'm gonna crack on with the other side because you guys won't be able to see because I can't move the bike around. This little bit here, this connects under here, like so, and then that connects to this one, the other side. Yeah, so it's quite a quirky exhaust really. I wanted it to be a little bit different, you know. So yeah, let me quickly show you these. These will all make sense now. So obviously we have to have this cut out under here to get the exhaust up, because we can't get the fairing on, or the belly pan. We can't get that on with the exhaust on. So this goes on first and then the exhaust. So we've got this horrible cutout. So this little carbon shield then sits over like that, you see. Makes it all, yeah, makes it all neat. Yeah, and gives it a little bit of something as well. Just takes the boredom away from it. So yeah, that's what they're for. So we'll whack these on later. Yeah, when it's all ready. Right, we're in the garage again. It's absolutely freezing again. But on to the next bit. I'm gonna finish up this exhaust. So this was made out of just an old bit of stainless steel exhaust pipe that we had kicking around. So I kind of cut it to the shape that I wanted, and then made a baffle inside, which you can't really see. Don't think you can, but yeah, so we baffled the inside, filled it with wadding, packed it all. This is actually stainless steel, with a mild steel bracket welded to it. But the reason it's black is I actually want to, or I'm probably going to cover this in carbon, skin it in carbon. So yeah, so that's why it was black. But yeah, it's alright, a bit different. I couldn't find anything on the interweb that I liked, and I wanted to keep it, you know, really small for the bike. So that's kind of what we ended up with. And like I say, I have to do the things that I can do with the things that I've got. So yeah, so that was it. So I'm gonna put this stainless steel ring on at the end, rivet that on, hope that goes on okay, and then yeah, and then I'm gonna cover this in carbon. There we go. That little band's on now. So I literally just drilled this final hole off camera because it was a right pain to do, but it's done, and that sits underneath. So when we're actually on the bike, kind of sits like that. So yeah, it's not brilliant, but again, it's the best I can do with the bits that I've got. So we'll have to call that a day for now. And there we go, we're on with the exhaust. That was a bit of a pain to get on, but we made it. So yeah, not a bad looking thing. Not quite as nice as all the pie cutted, TIG welded, polished exhausts that are out there, but it's good enough for me. I actually really like the finish on it actually. What I did was sandblasted it. So yeah, we got it all welded up and whatnot. And like I say, because the welds are not, you know, they're not fantastic. And there are just sort of little nicks here and there in the pipe. So basically, the easiest thing for me to do was to sandblast it and then brush it with red Scotch-Brite. So blast it and then just red Scotch-Brite all in the same direction, and it almost gives it like a titanium look. So once it's running, it will give it a slightly sort of not bronze, like, what do they call it, like a, well, yeah, a goldy kind of look to it, but it will look very much like titanium. So, but anyway, so there's the end can, or whatever you want to call it, and we've got yeah, just little spring clips on it, just to try and make it look a little bit more racy. Yeah, but I like it. It's all right. It's not too bad. It's a bit different. You either love it or hate it. And at the minute, I'm a yeah, I like it. It'll do. But yeah. So like I say, we may well revisit this exhaust later on. We may well skin it in carbon again. Just knock the bracket up. Just put these in the drill so that we've got a nice sort of brushed finish on all the bolts. Oh yeah, and we've got all the paneling in there. So yeah, we've got to put these little carbon bits in, and then we'll finish that. That'll be finished then. So actually, it's getting there. Yeah. Anywho, I'm going to finish this. Call this finished now for the exhaust. Yeah, shame I ain't got any more room. I can't really get the whole bike in. But yeah, good job.